Well, I just had a call from Neil on full moon saying that there's a chance, a pretty good chance, that I'll be asked to move from my current location. Ooh, and they're off. Oh, I see, they can paddle. Bit of a, yeah, it's fluky. You'd have to say these guys are leading at the moment. How cool is this? Wow, they didn't miss my forestay by much there. Look at those guys go out there. Oh no, they've sunk. Uh-oh, they've got their poles stuck out there. And Saoirse is right in the way. Shit. Now they're in trouble. Look out, mate! Look, 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 look! This is pretty fun. Mate, go that way. Look how close they are. In December 2020, UNESCO officially welcomed the Martinique Yole to its register of good safeguarding practices, part of the organisation's Intangible Cultural Heritage project. Traditionally used by fishermen, the Yole is a fast, lightweight sailboat with a tapered wooden hull. These distinctive vessels require incredible agility from crew members, who balance the boat by purchasing on long movable poles extending from the hull. Yole boats are constructed with painstaking detail in the grand tradition of Martinican fishing vessels initially developed by local craftsmen in the 40s. Each vessel flies brightly coloured, rectangular sails over rounded, canoe-like wooden hulls made from local pear trees. As distinctive in style as they are in challenging to sail, quick and agile Yule boats test the mettle of even the most experienced sailors. Their rounded hulls ensuring an instant capsize if ever the vessels should come to a stop at sea. The boats are the centrepiece of the Tour Yoles Ronde, the race that is a highlight of the annual Martinican social calendar each summer for 35 years and counting. Teams representing various towns across Martinique compete alongside international competitors from neighbouring islands on the route that literally circles the island of flowers. Akin to carnival, supporters on land cheer on their teams with boisterous enthusiasm and bountiful parties. UNESCO's selection of the Yole recognises the initiatives Martinicans have taken to safeguard traditional boat building techniques and pass on sailing know-how in order to preserve this important symbol of the island's heritage. Well, I just had a call from Neil on full moon saying that there's a chance, a pretty good chance, that I'll be asked to move from my current location because they have this big event here, and I can see some masts there, so I'm assuming it's a sailing event and that this is part of the course, which is going to make it very challenging. I'm reluctant because my chain is pretty gross at the moment and would need a good clean before I can hoist the anchor. Neil's rowed off to shore. He clearly doesn't want to move. He was pretty well, as he said, forced to move last year that the same event happened. So unless they are willing to help or wait for me, which would probably take about an hour, unless they're prepared to do that, I'm going to dig in pretty firm that I don't want to move. And there's so many boats here at the moment that it would be challenging to find another spot anyway, if we're all asked to move. The French flag flying proudly up there again, as it is every day. hear the activity there. So this is interesting. They lay the boats over on their sides to put the rigs up. Look at that. How cool is that? That's quite a fleet. How many boats have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Wow, there's maybe, I don't know, maybe 15 to 20 boats. So this one looks like an official boat. And it doesn't appear that they're going to ask anybody to move. It is awesome. The snubber is creaking away there, which is a bit chafed as well. Just a tad. Look at the growth on the rope and the chain there. Well, the breeze is up a bit, and it's very shifty in here, so it's going to be an interesting start to the race. But I'm assuming they'll go out into the bay, perhaps. Although that's not so good for spectators, so maybe they will race just within the bay. That would be very cool from a spectator's point of view. But wow, look at it now. This is awesome. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, maybe 15. Wow. And I think they're actually about to start. Ooh, and they're off. Oh, I see. They can paddle. They can paddle to get started. Oh, but once they get the wind in the sails, they are quick. How cool is this? Maybe a little bit of local knowledge here. These guys are flying. Look at them go. Awesome. Oh, bit of a, yeah, it's fluky. You'd have to say these guys are leading at the moment. How cool is this? These guys are close. Wow, they didn't miss my forestay by much there. Look at those guys go out there. Awesome! Oh, so it looks as though there's... Oh yeah, they're allowed to paddle. So these guys are obviously heading out into the bay. They must have a turning mark out there. All right, and it looks like we've got the second fleet just about to start. It's pretty windy. It's pretty gusty and shifty. Not sure about the bias of the start line. There's got to be a favoured end under that cliff initially, under the fort there. It's going to be a little bit more sheltered, I would have thought. Another boat here, maybe one of the rescue boats. So Neil could have stayed. Nobody has asked us to move, which is cool. And they are quite a way out there now. And we have a new arrival just as it's all happening. Alright, I heard a whistle. Seems like they're just about ready to start. What a cool sight, eh? This is awesome. This will make for some. This will make for a good episode. And they're off. All right, paddling like crazy. Well, the one off the fort actually is doing right now, it's doing pretty good. Oh no, you've lost the wind. But the start line's pretty even actually. So I'll stop now. Wow, I've got to be careful of this microphone and phone not getting blown away actually. Well, they're not doing... No, they're doing okay actually off the fort there. I guess it all evens out like most places over the course, but the fact that they can paddle as well makes a big difference. How cool is this, eh? See the poles that they hike from? Which is very effective. These guys have lost the wind. I'll be in it again shortly. Wow, these guys are getting pretty close to me. Awesome, eh? What a sight. But they're fast. They are fast boats. And they sail them beautifully. These guys are very experienced, obviously. They keep them very well trimmed and flat, adjusting constantly who goes out on the poles. They'd have an order of who does that, I'm sure. Anyway, you can see a yellow marker out there, so we're going to see them return. Okay, I can see them coming. Can you see them there? Out in the distance there. And that's probably the finish line, I would say. Or one end of the fishing line. That's probably the finishing line, one end at least of the finishing line. That's my guess. Okay, that is a turning mark. So it must be a bit of a long distance race. And it's pretty fresh out there. Those three boats are pretty close together. So they are the leading three boats. Same with any fleet, they become pretty spread out. And again, it's shifty here. It's a little bit challenging to tack. Oh yeah, very shifty in here. Oh, here we go, this boat's come right in here. So they're playing, well, at least trying to play the shifts. These guys are screaming in here. So they've, oh yeah, it's crazy. They were looking pretty good there for a while. They've gone into irons. There they go, they're getting going again. Now, if it wasn't for that bad tack, they would have got ahead of these guys. These other guys have really cleared out. They are smoking. So not sure how far out, obviously, they're going. Oh no, here we go. Here they're setting up the finish line here. Awesome. We've got a good vantage point for the finish as well. That'll be fun. That music, by the way, is coming from that jet ski. That's quite a sound system. That's a better sounding sound system than mine on the boat. And here come the second fleet. Again, very spread out. The lead guy here is a long way in front. Wow, I don't know where they're taking this mark. Clearly a long way from where I thought the finish line was going to be. If in fact it's a finishing line, it might just be a turning mark. There we go. Here's the finish line. But here's the leaders of this group. They've got a massive lead. So they've sailed beautifully, obviously. These two are having a bit of a battle. But unless something catastrophic happens, there's no way they're going to catch these guys. And then you can just see the tail enders coming through now. See them under the boom there? Yeah, it's pretty shifty even out there, actually. Oh, the one with the orange sail is tacked inside of them. Oh, who's going to get the... Wow, that's good boat handling skills. These things would be incredibly challenging to sail. Look at that. All out on the poles. Hope you can see that. Yeah, this is a race. This is a race on with these two boats. And here come the tail enders. So I'm not sure how far up the bay they go. Well, it looks as though they're maybe... Yeah, don't know. I think they're maybe just working their way up the bay, tacking up the bay. So like any race, very a lot of tact, like any race, there's a lot of tactics involved. Doesn't matter what the boat is. So it'll be interesting to know whether these are an actual class, you know, like a one design, or each one is a little bit different. Wow, it kind of looks like they've got their hands full here, these guys. Just a little bit less experienced by the looks of things. Pretty challenging to tack. Oh yeah, the guy on the back there with the rudder or the paddle, working hard to get it. Wow. Here we go, here's this one. Let's see how they tack. It's all, oh yeah, they literally, wow, they sweep them around. There's two guys on the, oh yeah, they did a very nice tack. Wow, that would be hard work. The loads on that oar that they're using to steer must be incredible, must be insane. Okay, let's see what their tack's like. Yeah, I think these are all one design, these ones. They do look identical with the sail sizes, etc. Uh-oh. Not a good tack. This is obviously what makes the difference, the good guys. Whoa. They would be... Oh, there's a bunch of them in the water. Oh wow, I think they've sunk. They're sinking. They've taken on a lot of water. Whoa. They're all out of the boat. They're all out of the boat. Yep, they're bailing. They're bailing water like crazy. Wow, that'll be a... So that's why they're so far behind, obviously. This is probably not the first time. Wow, look at the water. Can you see that? Look at the amount of water that's coming out. But that'd take a long time to get the water out of that thing, far out. They're just a completely open boat. So obviously once they heel over so far, they just fill up. I wonder if they are required to have any buoyancy in there to at least keep them afloat. I'm guessing they do. But they all just jumped out, obviously to keep the weight out of the boat. It'll be interesting to see if they keep racing. Well, they are heading a long way up the bay. Hard to tell whether these guys are still heading up the bay or on their way back. I've got a video to edit, so I can't be doing this all day. Well, I could, but I'm not going to get the video published on time if I hang around watching these guys all day. So we have a retirement here. Maybe lost their rig. So Neil just came over for a visit. Bit of a debrief on what has happened so far. And that boat on the beach, you can see the rig's down already. They've obviously retired. And then this one with the black sail over here, who are, they are struggling. They are struggling a bit to get back in again. Oh, maybe they're still going to race, are they? No way. No, I think they're just tacking to come back in again. But that's the boat that just almost sunk. And Neil reckons they don't have any buoyancy, which is crazy. Oh, maybe they are going to still finish the race. But look at that. That requires incredible boat handling skills. And it seems as though they have several or a couple of different rigs. And this seems to be the rig for the fresher conditions. Little short, squat rig. It seems like they can go over a fair way before they do start to fill up. But that was the problem before, they just let it go over too far. No, it looks as though they might be going to finish the race. So I would have thought they would have tacked back already if they were coming back in here. Oh, good on you guys. A never give up attitude. Bugger, I missed the finish. These guys are the winners of their fleet. And here come second and third. Yeah, I didn't even see them coming. The lead boat cleaned up, but obviously very shifty in here. This is a close finish between these two. Ooh, are they going to get them? Oh, look at that, they can paddle as well. They can paddle the whole race. That's so cool. Ooh, it's going to be close. Are they going to get them? No, I think these guys are going to just get there. Oh, did they get them or not? No, they just got them, I think. Oh no, I think they might have. I think that UFF or whatever it is, UFR, I think they might have got them. Wow. But they're the winners. Those guys are already on the beach. They'll be celebrating. Oh yeah, there's a lot of cheering going on. I'll go in for a look later when they're all on the beach. Pretty cool, eh? But here comes fourth place. Here we go, fourth place just about to cross the finish line. Yeah, when they heel, there's not much freeboard, so it would be easy to fill them up with water. Yeah, not sure how happy they'd be about where the finish line is. Does make it interesting. Obviously, they want to make it interesting for the spectators as well. Oh, look at those guys hanging out there. And wow, they're so nicely balanced. Look at steering there. So cool. So this is fifth place. And they were battling it out, I'm pretty sure. Well done, guys. And they were battling it out, I'm pretty sure when they came around this mark before, they were battling it out with these guys, so they broke away. Oh yeah, it's challenging in here. Anyway, that was cool. According to Neil, he was saying that they're going to have an afternoon race as well. He went ashore and saw 2 courses marked out. So quite possibly they'll have a break and then an afternoon race. So we'll get to see them start again, which would be cool. Now I'm not sure. No, I think that's part of the first fleet, I think. Hard to say. Or was that the winner of the second fleet? Oh, it's very hard to say. And these guys are having a little bit of trouble over here. Looks like one of the officials. So that's the fleet that's finished so far. So it's possible this is the leader of the second division. But again, as I said before, I'll have to have a closer look. Oh, these guys are struggling to make it to the finish line. The breeze has gone a bit funky in here. They might even have to throw in another tack. Oh yeah, look at them working that boat. Yeah, I think, whoa, oh no, they've taken a bit of water. Oh yeah, they have taken a bit of water. And we've got a military helicopter there. Wow, they're really struggling to make the finish line. No, they're having to throw an attack. Well, it's gone very funky for them.
How challenging is this for them? Oh, and this boat's coming through. Look at this. Right, can't be long now. If that was the 1 minute gun, they will be starting any second, or maybe within the next 15 seconds. How good does that look though? So colourful. Very Caribbean looking. There we go. They're off. Yep, 2 starts again. And they're paddling like crazy. Oh, it's a pretty even start. We're going to get an awesome view here again. Wow. Out of control. It's so fluky in here. So these guys with the red and white sail look in the best spot at the moment. These guys are doing pretty well also. Awesome. But it looks like the winner of the last race is out in front again. It can be pretty full on. Wow. Alright, good luck guys. That's all I'm filming this time. Okay, they are off. Second fleet. Again, a lot of paddling taking place here. And that was the one that almost sunk last race, I think. It looks like an official boat. I think that one there was the winner of the last race, I think. This is challenging. These guys are going to get pretty close to me here. How awesome is that? Oh no! Disaster over here. Oh, we've got a bit of a tangle. Oh no, they've sunk. Full on today in the second race. Uh-oh. It's so gusty in here. And Saoirse is right in the way. And they've got their poles stuck out there. Shit, not good. Because their rigs are tangled up. Oh no. And they're kind of drifting over here, so unless they become untangled, I could end up with them on top of me. Amazingly, the boats stay quite afloat though. Oh, they're not happy. Oh, they could end up on top of me here. Yeah, it's a possibility. Shit, that won't be good. This could get pretty full on. I might have to put this down in a sec. Oh shit, can you hear that creaking and groaning? Somebody needs to get a tow line on there and tow them apart. Let's hope they clear me. Shit. Now they're in trouble. Okay, they just let down the rig. Not good. They're not going to be happy, obviously. Yeah, they need to get a tail on there to keep them away from me. So this is going to be pretty full on. You can hear this is pretty full on. Look out, mate! Look! Mate, you'll have to go. Mate. Mate! This is pretty fun. They're dragging. Hey! Go that way. Look. Mate. Look how close they are. Okay, they're clear now. We're all good. Wow, what a drama. So let's see if they visit Saoirse later. To take any responsibility at all. So they're assessing the damage on their boat now. I'll have a row over there later, see how much damage they have got. But that was pretty full on. Whoa. Anyway, they're almost back at shore. I know there's something going on here with this one. I don't know what's happening with these guys. Problem with the tow line. Look how fast he's going. Should take up the slack first before he powers up. But that's a lot of weight. Obviously you've got to drag through the water.
Well, thanks for watching, guys. If you made it to the end, I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. It was an awesome day watching the Yoles race. I have seen them before, but not that close up, and it was actually incredible. I'm considering doing an extended version because there was one more race after these two, which was an all-in race, so both fleets combined. So I am considering doing that. If I do, it'll be posted shortly. It's just a matter of, in fact, it's mostly edited already. Just a little bit of finishing off to do. So I'm very tempted to do that as well for those that are interested in this type of thing. Thanks again. See you next time.